You know that feeling when you're about to embark on an adventure? The thrill of packing your bags, the excitement of stepping into the unknown, and the promise of new experiences just waiting for you. But let's be real for a second. How often do we think we've got it all figured out, only to realize that our meticulously crafted travel itinerary is a ticking time bomb? I mean, we've all been there, right? You've spent hours, maybe even days, planning every detail of your trip, only to find out that you've made some rookie mistakes that could totally ruin your experience. So, let's talk about some of those surprising pitfalls that can turn your dream vacation into a chaotic mess. First up, let's discuss the classic overpacking the itinerary syndrome. You know what I mean. The excitement of exploring a new city leads to a schedule that's crammed tighter than a suitcase on a budget airline. You're trying to squeeze in every single landmark, every trendy cafe, and every little hidden gem you read about in that travel blog. But here's the catch. Travel is not a race. It's an experience. When you plan every minute of your day, you leave no room for spontaneity. You miss out on those unexpected moments that make travel truly magical. Imagine stumbling upon a quaint street performer or a charming little bookstore that wasn't on your radar. If you're too busy checking off boxes on your itinerary, you might just walk right past them. So take a step back and allow yourself some breathing room. Embrace the art of wandering. Next, let's talk about timing. Specifically, the timing of your travel. Have you ever planned a trip without considering the seasons or local events? It's like showing up to a beach party in the middle of winter. You might be dreaming of sun-soaked days by the ocean, only to find out that you've booked your trip during the rainy season. Or maybe you've decided to visit a city during a major festival, only to discover that hotel prices have skyrocketed and every attraction is packed to the brim. Researching the best times to visit a destination is crucial. Not only can it save you money, but it can also enhance your overall experience. So, before you hit that Book Now button, take a moment to do a little digging. You'll thank yourself later. And then there's the issue of transportation. The age-old dilemma of how to get around. Have you ever found yourself in a foreign city, completely overwhelmed by public transport options? Or worse, stuck in a taxi that's taking you on a scenic route that's anything but scenic? It's easy to overlook the logistics of getting from point A to point B, but trust me, it can make or break your trip. Make sure to familiarize yourself with the local transportation system before you arrive. Is there a metro, a bus, ride-sharing apps? Knowing your options can save you a lot of time and stress. And please, for the love of all things travel, don't forget to account for travel time between your planned activities. Nothing kills the vibe quite like realizing you've scheduled 2 attractions on opposite sides of a sprawling city with only an hour to get there. So, plan wisely. Now, let's dive into the world of accommodations. We all want that Instagram-worthy hotel, right? But sometimes we get so caught up in aesthetics that we forget to consider practicality. Picture this. You've booked a stunning hotel in a picturesque area, but it's miles away from everything you want to see. Suddenly, you find yourself spending more time commuting than actually enjoying your trip. Or maybe you've opted for a budget hostel that's cheap but located in a sketchy neighborhood. Safety and convenience should always be top priorities when choosing where to stay. Look for places that are centrally located, even if it means spending a little extra. Trust me, you'll be grateful when you can easily walk back after a long day of exploration. Let's not forget about food, arguably one of the best parts of traveling. But here's the thing. Don't fall into the tourist trap of dining at the same old chain restaurants or overpriced eateries near major attractions. If you don't take the time to seek out local cuisine, you might miss out on some of the best meals of your life. Take the plunge and ask locals for recommendations, or better yet, explore neighborhoods that are off the beaten path. You'll find hidden gems that serve authentic dishes, and your taste buds will thank you. Plus, eating where the locals eat can give you a deeper connection to the culture you're experiencing. Lastly, let's talk about the importance of flexibility. You can plan until you're blue in the face, but life has a funny way of throwing curveballs. Flights get delayed, weather changes, and sometimes you just don't feel like sticking to the plan. Instead of letting these hiccups ruin your trip, embrace them. Some of the best travel stories come from unexpected detours. Maybe you'll discover a new passion for a local art class instead of visiting that museum you'd planned. Or perhaps you'll meet fascinating people along the way who will lead you to experiences you never would have considered. The key is to remain open to whatever the universe throws your way. So, as you gear up for your next adventure, remember, it's okay to have a plan, but don't let it control you. Be mindful of the common mistakes that can derail your journey, and give yourself permission to explore, to deviate, and to simply enjoy the ride. Travel is about more than just checking off a list. It's about creating memories that will last a lifetime. So go ahead, pack your bags, but leave some space for spontaneity. You might just find that the best moments are the ones you never saw coming.